everybody. It's Kelley Farley. Apparently, I'm having some input. My name is Kelley Farley. I'm an independent Stampin demonstrator in Kātaka, Auckland, and tonight is my evening that I come on and make a card with you if you're there, if you want to, and hopefully inspire you to do some crafting yourself and then maybe share it with others, because that's what we do. Love to create and love to share. I am just making sure that I'm on my page and I can't see it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Put the mute on. Please do say hello if you are there. Tonight I was going to do a little bit of an audience participation card and get you to help me choose colours and stuff, but that's going to depend if anyone is there. This card that I'm doing tonight, is inspired by Rose Coleman, who is a demonstrator in Canada, and she does some quite cool things. So this is our card, so it looks like that, and then when you open it up, it opens like that, and then you've got a little space for a message. You could put this as DSP, and I might actually emboss that. I thought I might have space to write, but I don't think that you actually do. So I've used the paper that I've used. Let me flip you and turn you down. So this is the paper that I've used tonight. I think we used it last week. It's called Garden Poetry, and I'm pretty sure it is. Let me have a look. I think it was it's part of a suite. So it's part of this suite here, which goes with the Paradise Garden stamp set. And I just got the paper. So this is the paper. It's got the beautiful ombre colours on one side with 6 different patterns, and then on the back is like a wash kind of look. So you can see. So we used this one last week. No, the week before last when we did this card. And then I was actually out to dinner last week, so we didn't get to see it. So that's the wash one, and you've got the blue and green. I thought I was using this one, but I've actually ended up using Poppy Parade and putting that with. Yeah, that one has ended up being, I've used the pumpkin pie bit here. And so that is the paper that we're using at the moment and still available. It is $26.25 still. In the new catalogue, the new designer series paper has increased in price. Oh, that one's still around. But I liked the ombre of this. So let's see if anyone has popped in. One person watching. I can't actually see who that person is. Please do say hello if you're there. So what I thought we'd do is we'd have a look. Oh, hi, Alison. What I thought we'd do is have a look at these bits. Oh, sorry, move that out of the way. I made it all wobbly. Make another card using this designer series paper, using a different paper. So we've got this one. I quite like that with the leaves. And so it's got the lighter colours on the back. And then we've got yellows and oranges with the watercolour wash on the back. And then we've got the, I think that's Blueberry Bushel and Shaded Spruce, I think that is. And so that's the two there as well. So I'm thinking this one, which is Shaded Spruce, and then it's got that watermark on the back, which we'll use. So I think we'll do that. What do you think, Alison? Should we use that one? I'm pretty sure it's Shaded Spruce. And it's actually quite an easy card to make. It is Shaded Spruce. Right. That's right. Okay, so we're going to use some Shaded Spruce. Let's look at this piece here for our base. I need a base. We're going to do 15.85, 14.85, sorry, not 15. I wrote 15, that's wrong. Normal card size. And then we're going to, that needs to be 16.5 centimetres. So this is our 14.85, and then on this side, which is normally 21, we're going to go to 16.5 centimetres, which is there. You can use that for something else later. And then we're going to score at 10.8. I'm just going to go 10.5 actually. 10.5. Because that gives us our standard card base. And then we'll just work out our measurements there for our DSP when we're ready. So that's going to go, that's our front piece, and then we're just going to take, now this bit here, I actually just made the width that I had. So this one is slightly narrower. Oops. You could make it bigger, or a little bit narrow. But we need 26 centimetres, so that's not going to be 26, it's only 21. Is it? So, looks like we're using that one. We can just make it so that it's 26.5. Let's turn that off. And then we're going to score at 5 centimetres, 7.5 centimetres. Now I've converted this from Rose did hers in inches. 14 and 20. I did 20.3. Let's do 20.5. I don't think it's going to make any difference. So you've got those score marks there. And then what I'm going to do is I want the leaves on the front panel here. So let's just measure how wide our front panel is. It's 6 centimetres. So I'm going to go 5.5 centimetres for that panel. And then we're going to go, sorry, I'll put this up so you can see what I'm doing, 14.35. And that's going to go on there like so. If you wanted to have a mat underneath it, you could do that. So 14.85 there. And then I might, I think I'll emboss the piece to go inside there. So let's have a look. I'm just doing that card piece first before I do the pop-out bit. Alright, so that's going to go in there. And I've got the new Lazy Daisy embossing folder. Before I do that, and the stamp. So I've got happy birthday on there. And this is quite a big happy birthday, so I just want to see that it fits at the top. We're going to use shade Spruce. And a long block. And that's long enough. I was hoping I would have my new in colour card and stamp to be stamp pads to be playing with tonight, but they haven't arrived. Late next week, must be because of Easter. Yeah, that'll do. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on there. So this is going to go in here. Now I want to see what that looks like. Oh, I just do that, but I'm going to partially emboss it and I'm going to close this. And I'm going to, it just kind of needs to be straight, doesn't it? Because I want it to just sort of sit like so. So I'm going to run that through the emboss machine. Clunk after that because it drops down because of that image there. Oh, I like that. Okie doke. So this is going to sit in here like so. And as we know, the 3D ones, they stretch the paper a bit. So we just need to make sure that we've got a decent amount of paper, or a decent amount of glue. Sorry, not paper. Stuck in there. And pop that in there like that. And go. And then we want, no, I like the leaves. Is that too busy though? I like the leaves. I'm going to stick with the leaves. Sorry, I was a little bit late getting started tonight as well. Sorry about that. I had been organising myself for Stamp Club tomorrow night and got carried away and hadn't really had much to eat. And the lovely children were cooking dinner and it was ready. So, sorry, I ate before I came on. Alright, so that's that part. What we're now going to do is just pop this to the side. So that is our card base that we've just decorated. And we're going to do, you don't actually have to have this flap here if you don't want to. So here's our piece here. So we're going to score, we've scored it, we're going to burnish our score lines. And we start by just going all the way one way, and then repeat going the other way. And this just breaks the fibers a little bit more in your card and makes it a bit easier to move when you're opening and closing your card. So if we have our smaller piece at the end here, so we've got that's our 5 and then 5 and then 7.5, so 2.5 centimeters, and then we've got 6.5 and then where those two are, I can't remember now. So this one is going to get folded onto itself there. I might end up trimming that off and just using that bit, and then these bits go like this. So my measurements are a little bit off, but I didn't actually mind having that a little bit longer. You're not going to see it, because when you open this, the top flap, you're going to remember that you've got that bit there, but that top flap is going to slide in between there like that, and it's going to sit there, like so. Alright, I am gonna trim off this end bit, so I'll show you the difference of the two of them at the end. Let me get that, so it cut on the actual score. It was a bit fluffy. Hasn't cut completely. How are you feeling, Alison? When do you go away? I know you told me the other day, but I've forgotten now. Alright, so I want to put some DSP here, here, and I'm going to maybe I'll put the writing piece on the back. Put a little picture on there. So I've got this piece that I've got left, and I'm just going to have a wider border because it means that I don't have to cut into my piece again. So our first piece, am I going to have the lighter or the darker? I think I might go lighter. So remember, this piece, our first score mark was at 5 centimeters. So I'm going to start with 4.5 and see what that gives me. So that's actually going to do 4. So I'm going to go 1 centimeter and not half, because my paper is narrower. So I want to have an equal border on the outside. So I'm going to put that one there before I keep going, so I remember where I put them. Damn. That's a little bit fun and sticky. I'll get a wet wipe after. Alright, so our first piece is going to go there. So that's going to be on the top. Alright, then I want that same, it's not going to continue because I cut that bit off. So this one was 2.5 centimeters. So we're going to go 1.5. Or I'm going to go 2 and then trim it down, I think, just to be safe, in case my memory is wrong. No. About the same again. So then I'm going to pop that in here. And then maybe we'll put some leaves there. So I need to measure that. Oh, let me glue that down. So this one is 6.5, so 5.5. Go that way. There. Excuse me. Okay, so that is our panel. And actually, it's better that this is longer because it'll just hold on, because it's actually only half of that you're going to end up gluing. So this, if we hold it like our zigzag, remembering that we're not going to put glue on anywhere there, I'm going to slot that in first. This is going to get lined up here, wherever you want it. You could have it on the edge, you could have it a little bit further out. I would like it more centered, and I'm going to line it up with the paper there. So I'm going to fold this back, and I'm just going to put glue on the edge there. Okay, and then I can fold it back again, back on itself to where it was. I've come down longer. I've actually tried, well, I haven't even centered it there, but I've kind of gone so that you can still see a bit of the embossing there. And then we're going to open it up completely. Oh, did I not? Oh, moved it too fast. Now it's uneven and messy. Okay, it's going back on the same place. It'll teach me. Okay, so now I've got my top piece in place. I'm going to just open it up completely, fold that top flap over, and then I'm going to, we're not going to do it that way, we're going to fold the card back this way. That way it's going to sit flat. And I'm just going to lean on it, put a bit of pressure on it for a few seconds just to hold it in place so it doesn't move, and then we'll get glue over everything. And when we open it, it opens like that. So that's the one without. We could put a little, let's put a little piece of white there. I've got a piece. So what did we say that was? I don't remember now. 5.5. You make that one slightly wider. 5. Oh no. And then that is 6.5. It's a very small piece, but you could write a little message there. Or stamp. What have we got there? I haven't got anything there. What is this? Everyday Arches. No, not even those. Okay, let's just put that there for now. And that's our card. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. So that we can look at both the cards together. You still with me, Alison? Very quiet tonight. I hope you haven't got another migraine. away. There to tidy. Oh, that's my paper. Alright, so this is my original one. Slightly wider panel in the front. I haven't stamped or anything there. I would possibly put a flower. And then when you open it, I've got it so that you've got two pieces there that you can write in. And then this is the one that I've just made with you. Open it, we've just got the one panel there. If you wanted more space to write, you could put a panel on the back. But that is my card. And so I've done the embossing with the sentiment at the top there. And then this one I've put the sentiment on the front. And then a couple of little die cuts just to decorate it. So that you can, so this one is quite generic. You could write on the side here as well if you wanted to. Okay. But yeah, that's our card tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll pop a post up with both of the cards so that you can see. I might have one open and one closed so that you can see if you have a go at making a card like this. Please do post it in the comments. I'd love to see what you're creating, and if I can help you with any of these materials that I've been using tonight, please do let me know. A reminder that this video, Facebook now deletes the videos after 1 month, and so all of my videos are uploaded to YouTube. And so if you want, and on the YouTube video is a list of all the materials that I've used with links to them on my website if you want to purchase them. Obviously that is for inside New Zealand only, because it won't let you purchase anything if you live outside of New Zealand. Alright, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope you have a great week ahead, and that the weather is not too crazy for you and that you're staying safe. And I will see you next Sunday for another card. Bye for now.